Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The Saints have 3 and 10 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. You talk about this Giant defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Carr now to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Carr. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Yeah, lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. They'll run. It's Miller. And stopped a few It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Now Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. And the ball is knocked out. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. 6-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, Kamara. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
To throw on second down. Jones dumps it complete to Miller. Able to push his way through. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Here we go.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Rita. Triple right, Pacino. South salad.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. Jones. The turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Carr to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
6:37.
Now Carr again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Jones. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things is it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, Kamara. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Carr. And now here is another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. Back to throw. Jones. Here's Johnson with a reception. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Now Jones wants to change it up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
In motion right, that's Williams.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Drew Sanders
In there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Play action. Now it's Carr.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Carr to throw on 2nd down.
Locates Kamara on the out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Carr going to throw.
Completes it to Perry.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now is Carr. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw his car.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
6-18.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing Jones. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He gets this one to Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Trying to lay one up deep. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 54 yards.
And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. steps away. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a quick throw right side, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. This one home. It's a touchdown. Blake Grupe now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's second and 10. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is third and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
This is first and 10. Carr. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on second down. Here's Carr to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that's caught by Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
It's complete. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw.
He's going to let it fly.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10. Throwing his Carr. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Carr.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Carr.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Jones looking around. That is intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's first down.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Now Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This ball intercepted. And the Giants are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it's going to be their defense that gets the